I think any craftspeople are drawn to the material properties. You know, a lot of the qualities are very seductive. Glass can be very beautiful because of that light transmission quality. It requires a lot of infrastructure, and that in itself can be very challenging, to technically get on top of it. My name is Scott Benefield. I'm a glassblower and I work in my studio outside of Ballantoy in County Antrim. Receiving the David Shaw Smith Legacy Award, it's recognition, it's validation, is always what artists and craftspeople are looking for. What artists and craftspeople really need is time and space, and sort of allows you to work with equipment and materials that you might not otherwise have the budget to do. The intention is to recognize artists at a slightly different point in their career. And that's important because when you're sort of looking at artists who've been working for quite a while in their craft, you can see how they've evolved over 20, 30 years of doing this. The project that I proposed in applying for this award, so instead of melting clear in my furnace, I could go through a whole spectrum of colors and work with the glass as a molten medium instead of introducing colors in other ways. It's just such a pure, saturated color that you can get with the transmission of light through glass. This work really brings that to the forefront. There's a lot of pattern in there, and that has to do with just the purity of color. I think is just it's such a seductive property of working with glass. When you get a chance to sort of step outside of that structure, like having the support of the David Shaw Smith Award, it sort of takes off that pressure, and it lets you do something that's a little bit more risk-taking, a little bit more creative. It's just kind of like a sabbatical from the serious work of producing craft for the marketplace. So it's a way for you to creatively grow, but also provides that important practical monetary support and the time that you need to just develop these ideas.